And we start today with some great news. Mind controllers announced that medical cannabis is legal. Patients can be prescribed medical cannabis by specialist doctors from 1st November 2018. So, you can grow it then, because if it can be prescribed, and it's the oil, the most potent part of the actual plant, then you can grow it. Simple as. Some great news starting there. Now some not so great. 5G, the silent killer. Has anyone noticed that the same millimeter wavelengths the military is weaponizing is the same millimeter wavelengths 5G will be using? They are going to kill us all. All thanks to our governments giving communications cooperation more rights than ours. Interaction on electromagnetic field, biological system, and 3 important diseases: cancer, diabetes, cardiac disease. For more info, go to www.operationbeacon.com. info@saversnow.org.uk. Lloyd's of London excludes any liabilities coverage for claims, directly or indirectly, arising out of, resulting from, or contributing to by electromagnetic fields, electromagnetic radiation, electromagnetism, radio waves or noise. Exclusion 32. This information is for the CFC Underwriting Limited, which is a Lloyd's of London underwriter. So basically, they can't get insurance for any damage they do with this 5G, and of course the damage will take 3 or 4 years to kick in. There'll be cancers, there'll be tumours, there'll be all sorts of problems. By design, by the government. This is probably your last chance to stop it. More good news. Disaster for Big Pharma, as 50% of people report quitting pills for CBD. According to a recent survey conducted by cannabis market research firm the Brightfield Group and Hello MD, nearly half of CBD cannabinoid users give up prescription drugs and over-the-counter medication in favour of non-psychoactive substances. Now, CBD is brilliant for loads of things, absolutely loads, except if you get it from Holland and Barrett, it's utter shit. So you're going to have to source it elsewhere. There are many now that make this stuff. They don't spout on about it, but they make it. It's reasonably priced and it is fantastic. Now, of course, this goes hand in hand with the fact that cannabis is now, well, will be in just around just over 2 weeks it will be legal and you can get it prescribed. Again though, with CBD, stay away from Holland and Barrett. It is utter shit, and if you're paying over 50 quid for it, you're being robbed. It should be around 35 quid for however much you get in a bottle about that size. Now, that's brilliant news. We're starting to win on that case, but we've got to watch for the dirty shit that they're putting out, especially this 5G crap. Westminster attack. Police chief defends deputy who stayed in car as officer was killed. Sir, so he's bound to be a you-know-what. Craig Mackay faced criticism for staying in his vehicle while alleged attacker Khalid Masood stabbed PC Keith Palmer to death. This is, of course, Cressida Dick or whatever, and she is a dick. And of course, she will defend him because it was a fake attack. It wasn't real, but they've got to make it look real. The Guardian. Top tips, exercise and tests to improve your memory. Yeah, that should be okay, I suppose. Revealed Huge concentration of toxins around Grenfell site. Assess the risk of those nearby, says expert after early results of study. Express. Nothing but parasite shit. Thank you for paying for my wedding. It's only 2.5 million. I think you got robbed. The Times. My Celebrity Big Brother expose. I have no idea who she is. Tory rebels vow to block Hammond pension raid. Budget plans paralysed amid turmoil over Brexit. Still robbing us as usual. A text, a kiss, flirty dancing, what counts as cheating. Mirror. The Windsor's big wedding, except the name isn't Windsor, is it? They just took that name to hide the fact that it's a German name. Saxe-Coburg, yeah, you know, triple, quadruple barreled bullshit, satanic bitches. Sean, give me one more chance. I'm sick to death of that crap. Star. Parasites and that crap. The Sun. That crap. The Telegraph. More crap. An extra year shackled to Brussels. Brexiteers react with fury as EU proposes extending transition until the end of 2021. 2 more years to solve Irish border issue. And of course, as we get close to that, they'll extend it further. Can you see yet? We're never leaving Europe. It's not going to happen. They've already decided, just because you voted to leave, they can ignore you, as it says in that. I'll pop that up actually. That document there. European Union referendum bill. 5 types of referendum, and we're looking particularly at the highlighted areas. It does not contain any requirement for the UK government to implement the results of the referendum. Influences the government in its policy decisions. The UK does not have constitutional provisions which would require the results of a referendum to be implemented. There it is in the European Union Referendum Bill 2015-2016. We're not leaving, and the government doesn't have to do it anyway. So guess what? They're not gonna. Met Chief defends Westminster officer. Should be a constable, because an officer is a military term, but hey, you know. Hammond hints at cut to pension tax breaks. Turkey taped murder of Saudi journalist. England draw blank Croatia. Oh, glad I didn't watch it. Daily Fail. More of that shit. FT. Crossed swords. Khashoggi affair spurs retreat from Davos in the desert. Torrid week puts bull run in peril. Sell-off threatens long-winning streak. US bank profits fail to reassure. Tech stocks hit. Johnson puts rise in patisserie Valerie by forking out 20 million to avert collapse. 20 million. I'll just chuck 20 million at it like that. Can we see? Millionaires are running the country. And millionaires want to remain millionaires while keeping you poor. That's why every time anything good happens, they'll introduce some bullshit tax and take more money. Steal, rob, thieve more money off us. FaceTime with police stirs Big Brother concerns. Yeah, you do a FaceTime, they're going to get all your details of your facial recognition, and they're going to know exactly what you look like, and they'll be able to track you wherever you go. But don't worry about it, because as we know, we can trust the police, because they'd never do anything to hurt the public, apart from they do every time, including murder, rape, robbery, you name it, the cops have done it. Dennis Healy. World events do not occur by accident. They are made to happen, whether it is to do with national issues or commerce, and most of them are staged and managed by those who hold the purse strings.